Today's big question: what did the ancient Romans do for fun? Now, when most people think of Roman religion, they think of the big stuff, the gods, the emperors, the arenas. But the vast majority of people's religious experience was made up of everyday rituals, some grand, some small, some happy, some deadly. Every household had its own rituals. Every family honored the Lares, the spirits of the home, and the Penates, the spirits that guarded their pantry. Usually an offering was made every morning, especially by the paterfamilias, the head of the household. This usually consisted of wine, incense, and libations, that is, pouring out a little bit of the wine for the gods. Sometimes fruit or flowers were added, and sometimes the offerings were made on an altar. The Romans were also very superstitious. Augurs would interpret the flight of birds, whether it was good or bad luck. Haruspices would read the entrails of animals, the parts you don't eat. If the omen was bad, the augur or haruspice would warn the paterfamilias, who would then make offerings to appease the gods. Romans also believed that tombs could be cursed and that ghosts could haunt houses. Bad things happening after someone died was seen as a bad omen, and the ghost of the person was believed to be the cause. So during the funeral, the body was sprinkled with a special powder called harina, which was believed to ward off evil spirits. As the empire grew, so did the state religion. Eventually, the emperors were deified, meaning they became gods, so everyone had to honor them as part of their religious duty. The big festivals like Saturnalia, Lupercalia, and Perilia were celebrated throughout the empire. These festivals not only had religious overtones, but they were also a way to bring the whole city together. They could last for days and often involved processions, music, dancing, and games. The Romans also had some unique beliefs about the afterlife. Unlike the Greeks, they didn't believe in an afterlife in the form of reincarnation. Instead, when a person died, they went to the grave. However, the dead were never far from the living. Every year on the anniversary of their death, the family would hold a commemoration, which might include a tomb inscription, a meal and offerings to the dead person's favorite god. Speaking of the dead, the Romans also believed that ghosts or lemures could return to Earth. They were often malevolent, causing mischief or even trying to harm their living relatives. During the Lemuria festival, families would perform a kind of exorcism to banish their own dead relatives' ghosts. So, yeah, when you're dead, you're dead. And if you weren't careful, you might just come back as a ghost. What? You thought the ancient Romans only fought and partied? Well, they did both of those things a lot, but they also had a deep religious experience too.